Hello and welcome to the Downsized. My name's Laraine Durham, and today we're talking to Kristen Nardone about her GLP-1 weight loss journey. So, welcome, Kristen.
Thank you.
Nice to have you. So, tell me a little bit about yourself. First of all,
I am 47 years old, a mother of 16-year-old twin girls, and I'm an attorney.
very nice. And we met through actually PTA
Mhm.
when our kids were in elementary school. Kristen
Uh-huh.
was the PTA president. And then I think I took that role
Yep.
over from her
Okay. You did. Mhm.
sometime later. So welcome. It's nice to have you here. Tell me about your weight loss journey.
So basically, I've battled weight stuff all my life. This is nothing new. But so around the same time as the pandemic, I went through menopause and I was done at 44.
Oh,
I
double
mean, not
whammy.
starting it but I was completely done with menopause
Wow.
around 44. And I'm 47 now, so 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Those kinda went at the same time, and it was a disaster on my weight. I don't really know exactly how much, but, probably at least 20 to 25 pounds that I
Yeah.
gained,
Yeah.
through that. So, then in July of 2022, my doctor put me on Saxenda, and I did that, for about 9 months, and it certainly helped and was effective.
Yeah.
Um, and and I did lose. I felt like I lost maybe more at a slower rate than once I moved over to Wegovy, but it certainly did make a difference.
Did the doctor recommend it or did you ask your doctor for help?
Probably both. I'm sure that we were
Mhm.
talking about, and I'm sure I
Mhm.
said things like, and obviously she would notice that I gained weight too from looking at
Yeah.
my numbers or whatnot. And so we were probably discussing it. And I think she wanted to probably put me on Wegovy at that time, but you couldn't get it, or it was
Oh,
very hard to get.
yeah.
And so she was saying even patients that she had who took it regularly were having a hard time getting it. So
Yeah.
I think that's why then we started on Saxenda. And I was doing fine on it, but then when I went and saw her, like it was May of 2023, so almost a
Uh-huh.
year ago, then she said it was a little bit easier to get at least some of the doses. Now, did I want to go on that? Because Saxenda is a shot every day.
Oh, it is?
Yes. And
Yee.
Wegovy was just once a week. And so I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, yeah, sure." Plus, and then like I said, it wasn't that I didn't think it was working, but once then went on Wegovy, it was like turbocharge, and it kicked it up a notch.
Yeah.
So I feel like it works better. But yeah, so I think it was like the whole giving yourself a shot a day versus once a week,
Once a
and
week. Yeah, for
yes,
sure.
that kind of stuff. So then I've been on Wegovy now since then, so about 11 months.
Okay. Let's show Kristen's before picture. Wow. Okay. Yeah,
I think that's the
COVID,
worst picture I've ever had taken, so
and we're showing it here now so the whole world
yes.
can see. But yeah, it's really sometimes you just look at those we look at those pictures of ourselves and we're like, whoa. But you know what? COVID, I think everybody on earth gained weight. I know I certainly gained weight during COVID, but you definitely had the double whammy with the menopause
Mhm,
and the
mhm.
COVID at the same time. You've been on Wegovy now almost a year, is that
Almost,
right?
yeah. Mhm.
Okay. Have you maxed out the dose? What dose are you on?
Yes, I did. So, it's still hard to get in terms of, you can't get
Yeah,
the lower 2, or at least, I don't know, you weren't able to. And
yeah,
so, I started, I guess, on I think it's 1.7 is
uh-huh,
the, like, number 3, say, dose, and then
yeah,
went up to the highest one, and I
mhm,
wasn't on it long, and I reached out to my doctor, and I was like, "I need to go back down," because I
oh,
honestly didn't wanna eat anything. That's not like me. I can eat anytime. It was like, just I wanted nothing. I'm like, "Okay, this is working too well," and so I didn't take it for very long and then went back to 1.7, which I'm still on. I wanna go down to the next level, but it's with the supply issues, still been hard to get.
yeah. Now how much have
So
you lost total?
not sure. I would say between 35 and 40.
Yeah, okay. So, I guess, are you at your goal weight now? Are you where
Yes.
you
Yep.
wanna be now?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
I am perfectly happy at this and want to stay. But I worry like what might happen if I go off of it. Will it just come back?
What did your doctor say about the maintenance part?
I go see her for a physical next month, and then we're gonna
Okay.
talk about all these things. But from, like, reading on my own, it's pretty much saying, like, what I take it as, you're just gonna need to take it because it's a chronic issue, and
Right.
if you go off of it, you're just gonna gain it back, and I've done the yo plenty of times, and I don't wanna do it again. So I'll talk to her about all of that and,
Yeah,
you know,
maybe
see
stretching
where
it
she
out or
is.
maybe
Yeah, I'm sure
going
there's
to a
some other
monthly.
options,
Yeah.
because like I said, like, on one hand, I'm like, "I don't wanna take something the whole rest of my life," but on the other, I'm like, I mean, it has been a struggle, and maybe, like, I take a blood pressure medicine, maybe it's like that, and it will be something I just had. So
Do you
I'm
have
not sure about that.
a lot of people talk about food noise. Did you ever have any of that issue with that, like wanting to eat all the time, being obsessed with food kind of
Oh,
thing?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I had all kinds of it is disordered eating when you're, always thinking about it and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and certainly at different times in my life, like, battled stuff like that. I love sweets, always had a big sweet tooth, and I never understood, like, until I took Wegovy, I have never felt so full that I couldn't eat anything else. Maybe you're out to dinner and you're like, "Oh, do you wanna get dessert?" And the person with you says, "I'm full, I can't." I
Yeah.
would just think to myself,
What? What's that like?
"Sure,"
Yeah.
but now I do understand there comes a point where you just can't, like, you if you want to, couldn't
Right.
eat anything else, and that's a new feeling. I never really felt I've certainly felt the uncomfortable over full, but to the point where you're just like, I couldn't eat anything else right now if I wanted." Like, that's something I'd not ever experienced till I started taking it.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely have that too. I always compare it to, like, Thanksgiving. That would be the only time I can ever remember being full, you know what I mean? Other than
Yes.
that, I was always looking for something to eat or what to eat
Mhm,
next,
mhm.
so,
And even though it
um,
didn't feel pleasant, it's like I could still do it and take in
yeah,
like, kinda thing.
yeah,
But no, I was just like,
go ahead.
"Oh, I still like sweets and eat 'em." Maybe I don't
Yeah,
crave it quite as much, I don't know, but I basically eat 2 good-sized meals, 2 regular good-sized meals a day, but I
yeah,
don't usually eat breakfast unless I'm going to play tennis or something. So,
mhm,
it's like an intermittent fasting, not really on purpose, but I'm usually don't get hungry till around lunch, and then good lunch, good sized dinner, and maybe a small snack in between is
yeah.
what it usually takes in a day just to like a normal day.
Have you counted protein grams at all? Has protein been a focus for you or just
No,
no? Have you changed what you're eating or you just eat less, do you think?
I think I eat less. And I eat stuff that would be bad. Like maybe
Right.
that means that like French fries or like some I mean, not all the time, but I don't worry about it if I say have
If
some
you eat
because
it.
I don't usually eat a ton of them and then it ends
Right.
up I think just in the whole grand scheme of the day, it ends up being whatever that I don't count the calories, but whatever the threshold
Yeah.
is, it seems to be okay.
Have
Um,
any particular foods ever bothered you, upset your stomach, caused any kind of problem?
I don't know about specific food wise. I definitely have some stomach issues on Wegovy. I don't really remember if I probably had the same ones on Saxenda, but sometimes it just like stomach pains, like
Yeah.
gas pains. So I don't know if it's from eating a specific thing or it's just because I take it.
Yeah. Have you noticed any other, like, side effects from
Headaches.
the oh, really? Headaches,
Oh, yeah,
okay.
and I used to have them a lot worse than I still get some, mostly when I'm
Mhm.
asleep, which is odd.
Huh,
And that
interesting.
pounding where it just like your head is pounding when you're asleep and I go, "No, I'm having a headache and I should get up and go take something," but you're too tired to get up
Yeah,
kind of thing. It doesn't
yeah.
happen as often anymore, but it still happens sometimes.
Huh.
But definitely some headaches, stomach issues. I think one thing it has made me do is not want alcohol as much.
Oh, yeah, me too.
'Cause I was a big I like my wine, and
Yeah.
I used to drink Thursday, Friday, Saturday evenings to
We
and
drank wine
my
at our
2
PTA meetings at your house.
right, right. My 2 glasses of wine is probably more like 3, like
Yeah,
the way I pour. I go out to eat, I still have a glass, maybe even 2 of wine, but that might be once a week,
yeah,
and then I don't drink at home anymore. So that has definitely been something I have been able to cut back on that's just all sugar. in calories, so I'm sure it makes a difference. And
Yeah,
at first, of course, it was breaking that habit. But
right,
once I got past that, I go out to eat, I wanna get a glass of wine or
right.
something like that, but otherwise, I don't really think about it that much, and I think maybe it must have some kind of effect on that, maybe craving.
Yeah, I think I've read it works on the addiction centers in your brain. So those habits that we have, the sweets, the nightly glass of wine, I think it just takes that out of our
Mhm,
brain
mhm.
somehow. Same thing with me with the wine. I exactly the same as you. I really don't drink at home anymore. If we go out, I'll get something. I've even switched to like a mixed drink or something because the wine just really doesn't even agree with me, which is seems so
Mhm.
weird.
I still
So
enjoy it, and I still enjoy this like, I don't necessarily a lot of times I'll just have 1 instead of 2. Not
yeah,
because I'm thinking, "Oh, I should just have."
don't
It's
want it.
I'm satisfied, I don't need it. Yeah, like, kind of,
Yeah,
and that's probably, like, a big reason for some of my weight loss because that adds up and,
you don't have those, empty calories. You don't have
right.
any empty calories anymore. So, headaches, some intestinal issues, no
Mhm.
alcohol. Any other, side effects that you've noticed?
Not that I can't think
Not
of
really?
any. Now I've been on 'em for well, on it for a long time too.
Yeah,
So I
you
probably
can't
just have
forget.
forgotten or gotten
Kind
more
of
used to the stuff.
yeah. You talked about tennis. Do you play regularly? Do you do any other kinda
Mhm.
exercise?
No, that's it.
This is hardcore.
Yeah, I play doubles, which is not as
Okay.
strenuous as
Yeah.
as singles, but I like it. I do it for fun. I'm glad it's exercise, but I don't think of it
Yeah.
as, "Oh, I've gotta go, like, work
That's
out," so
good
to
that you
speak,
yeah, you have it's fun, yeah, it always makes it better if
Yeah.
it's fun, if you enjoy it. Christopher and I just tried pickleball the other day, and
Mhm.
we're chasing the balls or all around the town,
Yes.
and I'm like,
No,
I'm getting my
pickleball's
steps
good.
in just with the balls that I missed,
Yes,
and I
I
have to
think
go
I would like
chasing.
it. I just don't have time to add something else.
Yeah,
I need to practice my tennis.
yeah. Are your girls driving now? Do you still have to drive them around? Do you have more time to for things
No,
like that? Or
they got their
yeah,
license in November.
yeah. This is something I was asking someone the other day. Have you gotten rid of any of your old clothes, your too big sizes?
Maybe a little, but I'm scared. More done the ups and downs, and in fact, when I buy stuff now, like I just got some new shorts that I'd ordered that came yesterday, I think, "Will this be the only summer I wear?" I don't wanna
Yeah,
be negative, but
right.
I don't
Uh,
wanna also then go and buy just spend a ton of money getting a lot of new stuff because what
How
if it
many
changes?
sizes have you gone down, do you think?
Maybe 2.
2? Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
I've got a big box in my closet that's just, should I toss them? Should I keep them? If I toss them, what's gonna because you
Yeah.
just like you said, I've done this before. I have a range of sizes in my
Mhm.
closet.
Mhm.
I guess I can start getting rid of some of those top sizes, but, like, right now, I can we went into Banana Republic outlet the other day, and I was trying on some jeans that were on the clearance rack, and usually I've been like a solid 12, pretty much my adult solid 12.
That's about me too, that's about what I use.
Yeah. I tried on these I picked up a couple sizes, and I'm like, "Oh, let me try these on," because in Old Navy, I'd been trying on 8s, and they were working pretty good. It was a 4. I got a 4 on
Oh
my
my
body.
wow.
I'm like, "I have to buy these right now." So, yeah, so, like, that I still can't
I
and
would
my
say
husband
it's like
said
being cautiously optimistic, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
I'm
Like,
like,
is this
"I'm
too good
not"
to be true? Because I lost a lot of, weight. I got much smaller than I am now, but it wasn't realistic, and on, like, low
yeah,
carb, that wasn't realistic. It wasn't
yeah,
realistic for me to stay like that and keep with that lifestyle and that eating style. So,
yeah,
back then, I did get rid of a lot of clothes. Then, of course, what happened? Went back up, and then I wish I still had that stuff.
yeah,
So
yeah. So
that's
that's
why I
our
wanna talk with my doctor about, like, "All right, I don't want to
maintenance.
do"
Mhm.
yeah, I don't wanna do
Maintenance,
the
what it looks
yo-yo
like.
again. And Wegovy is expensive, and I wonder, well, how long will my insurance company pay for it?
Yeah.
Uh,
Does your insurance cover it?
mhm.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah, 'cause there come a point where they don't or things I don't know, and so I worry about all these kind of things,
Yeah,
just think about it and,
yeah.
um
I'd say keep doing it until I wouldn't bring it up to them.
No.
Just keep doing it until they say stop. But yeah, it sounds like you're doing great. It sounds like you're on a great path. And it's when you say you really haven't changed what you're eating, you're
Yeah.
just eating less. That's great.
Yeah, I
You know
almost
what I
feel like
mean?
my quote unquote normal friend who's always been able to really eat what she wanted, but she doesn't eat that much. And my husband's that
Right.
too. He's never in his life had a weight issue or something. And never he wouldn't know what it would be like to think about dieting. He just eats what he wants, but he doesn't eat that much. And so I think
Yeah.
even as he's gotten older and like he's put on weight just naturally as he got older, but he started small, so it didn't really, make that much difference. But also he's not still had to think about changing it. And I think that's why is he would just stop eating when he got full.
What a
And
concept,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
Who does that? We do now.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Wegovy.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, Wegovy, now I'm sure you've heard about Manjaro and Zepbound. Any thoughts on trying those, or you think
I've
you're good
not
where you
really
are?
I've only heard of them because every time I look on a news article, probably because he knows what you read, and
Yeah.
so it'll then put other articles up there like that, and I'll see all these different, Ozempic and all these different ones, but I've not really ever paid much attention or to what their differences are. But let's just say my doctor was like, "What if we, try this one?" I'm not opposed to trying different things or
Yeah. So you're on Wegovy, and the generic name of that is semaglutide,
yes,
I
yeah,
think.
it's a semaglutide.
So Ozempic and Wegovy are the same drug, and they're a GLP-1, which means it works on that one set of receptors in your brain. And as I understand, Manjaro and now Zepbound are the same thing, and that generic name is tirzepatide, and those are GLP-3s. Oh, twos. Oh, they're threes. My husband's holding up two fingers. But it works on an extra part
Mhm.
of your brain, and you don't have any more weight to lose, so I would say stay with the one you've got. But
Yeah.
the Manjaro and Zepbound have been clinically shown where the participants lose more of their body weight. So those are the ones Christopher and I have been on, is the
Mhm,
Manjaro.
mhm.
Yeah, so I haven't really talked to anybody who's done the Saxenda Wegovy track, so that's
Mhm,
interesting. I
mhm.
like that you've gotten to your goal just doing the Wegovy basically.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah, because I
so
do feel like it makes me feel full longer and much faster. So just eating overall less and not really having to worry about what like, honestly, for health reasons, I should probably consider having more fruits and vegetables and things like that, but I don't feel like think of it as "Oh, I can't have that," or,
yeah,
like those kinds of thoughts. It's just more
yeah, that's awesome. You'll have to check back in and let us know how your doctor visit goes and how your maintenance journey
yes.
goes, because I think that's the big question on everyone's mind right now is what happens when you get there? What happens in maintenance? What does that look
Mhm.
like? Is it one dose every 2 weeks? Is it one dose a month? Is it a smaller dose? So
And that's
those
exactly
are
what I'm
all,
thinking about now and, wanting to talk with her about when I see her next month, like, "All
yeah.
right."
So thank you for talking with us
You're
today,
welcome.
Kristen. It's been great
Thanks for
catching up
having
with
me.
you.
You too.
And thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you next time on The Downsized.